What's going on, everybody? Black Love Exposed, Volume 4. I wanted to take a little moment to talk to y'all about the topic that is blowing up all over black social media, and that's the 50-50 relationship, alright? Alright, here's the main thing. First of all, I'm going to start off by telling y'all why the 50-50 relationship don't work, alright? And then I'm going to tell you from a man's perspective why we've resorted to that, alright? Alright, so the reason why the 50-50 relationship don't work is because um, theoretically it's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, we both are putting equal value into the relationship, this, that, and the third or whatnot. And that's the theoretical mindset of doing the 50-50 relationship, is that we we're pooling our resources in order for us to get the job done. All right. Now, the problem is when you do that, you're still living two separate lives, right? So you're still living two separate lives while trying to maintain a relationship together. Now, when you do the 50-50 relationship, that means you both have equal say in the relationship, right? So here's the thing: I want this. I want this. Generally, those two things don't coincide. They don't go in the same direction. So here's the thing: you're as equal, you're as entitled to have you are entitled to have, because it's 50-50, you're entitled to have what you want, but so is this person, right? So now that leads to you guys living two separate lives and chasing two separate things, but you're supposed to be going in the same direction. So that's the main reason why the 50-50 thing don't work. Now, from a man's perspective, do you know how ladies have always claimed that they've made changes to their personality and how they act and the things that they say and the things that they value because of the things that they've gone through in the past with women? I wonder why it is that people don't understand that men react the same way. I've said a couple of times, we're different, but we're the same, right? So this is the mindset that men come into, because nine times out of ten, not nine times out of ten, but a lot of fellas are going through situations where they're holding it down while their lady goes out and gets an education. They're holding down everything, and their lady goes out and gets an education. She gets to a point, and he's doing this in the name of a future, and then once she gets to that point where she wants to be, all of a sudden the least little thing, she decides she doesn't need him. She completely forgets about the past 4 years that I've been holding you down so you can go out and get your so you can go out and get this degree so that we can better ourselves, and then I'm putting myself on the back burner for you or whatnot, for so that you can get ahead. So now the least little thing, she's willing to say, I don't need you, motherfucker. I don't need you. I'm doing this. I'm getting the bag. The more and more, once she gets that degree, and then once she gets that that job with the new bag or whatnot, now she feels like he's indispensable. I mean, he's dispensable. Period. So it's a protective mechanism. This is a protective mechanism against that. Now, 50, even the 50-50 relationship is still not 50-50, because all of the extra stuff, the man is still going to hold down when it's time to eat out. More times than like not, he's going to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? More times than not, when you go out somewhere or go out of town or whatever the case may be, he's still going to pay for that. He's still going to be dropping the bag after the 50-50 is done. So it's still not really 50-50. All right? So, but in the meantime, the whole mindset of that is, I'm not going to leave myself fucked up because of um I'm not going to leave myself fucked up, and she's in a good spot. You understand what I'm saying? She's in a good spot because, you know, I'm spending all my money. She's out working working full time and making her bag and putting that shit away. So if something should happen, she's good. But my money is going towards us living. You see what I'm saying? So that's the whole mindset of where that comes from. Now, the biggest problem is when you do the 50-50 thing, the person who is coming in last, and we seem to build our relationship based on who makes the most money for whatever reason as black people, who makes the most money, and just for context, just because you make the most money don't mean you make the best decisions, all right? So, um you seem to um we seem to be in competition. So whoever makes the least amount of money, remember I said the separate two people living separate lives in a relationship together. So the person who has the least money left after the bills are paid, it starts to feel jealous of the person who has the money. Especially if it's the man who has the most money after the 50-50 thing is done. Alright? So we're not investing in our families properly already. GP, period. We're not investing in the idea of family. We're investing in the idea of now. We don't look towards a future. You know what I'm saying? We look toward our future is stepping from one person to the next person. We don't invest in, like, for instance, she makes this the questions that come up on Facebook. She makes 55,000. He makes 35,000. Should he pay the bills? First of all, the proper way of looking at that is they make $90,000. That's the house. That's what it would be. See, the thing is, the household income. On the flip side of that, you look at that. She makes 55,000. On the flip side of that, he makes 55,000. She makes 35,000. The household income is the 55,000. The 35,000 is her, for her to buy her shoes, for her to buy her clothes, for her to be jiggy, for her to buy the BMW, for her to do be all of this. Meanwhile, his money is devoted all to the house and the kids and to her, and making sure that the family is taken care of. All right. So these are all stressful things. You know what I'm saying? These are all stressful points. So it, like I said, it is a protective mechanism. That's of, if we should leave this relationship, both of us should be good because we both paying half the bills. You know what I'm saying? So if things don't work out, I'm not gonna be sitting back looking like the stupid one who was invested in family, and the family doesn't work. And I've been doing all of the investing in it. And when I'm doing and that's the thing, when you're doing all the investing, it typically doesn't work. If you're investing all the energy in anything, typically doesn't work. If you're in a relationship and you're the one investing the energy, it doesn't work. Now, y'all can say, a lot of women will come out and say this is not true, but nothing is ever 100% true. But I'm a person who has, you can't tell me it's not true. I'm a person who has experienced that. I'm a person who has fixed people up for them to move on to the next person. So it's true. It shit happens. That's it. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to smash that like, and don't forget to subscribe to my page, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Show off.